Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, your reigning and defending, all that good stuff. The OTC. I successfully defended my championship. I don't know about everybody else who did the viewers predictions championship, but I only know about myself. Hope everybody had themselves a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It's your boy, Matty Rains. Thank you for joining us. If you're unfamiliar with what this is UTR Presents The Raw Deal. This is our Monday Night Raw preview show, and we got a lot of stuff to get into. But before that, just like I said, thank you for joining us. Uh, Follow us at facebook.com/under the ring pod and at twitch.tv/under the ring pod. What up, Kanisha? Hope you had yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It has gotten cold down here in Louisville. I'm all bundled up. I got home in record time. Got home in 8 minutes. So yeah, was able to get dinner prepped and put together. So as soon as we are done with this, all I got to do is throw it in the oven. But yeah, we got a lot to get into. We got to talk about this Andrade situation because it's getting even more weirder. We got to get into some Wrestle Dream action. We ain't even gonna bother talking about. I think we only had to do one show. If we had to do two shows, I don't remember. I just know I won. But yeah, Wrestle Dream was cool. I didn't watch it all the way through, but there was a part of the show that had a lot of people talking. So if there are anybody else joins us, we might get into that. I know Greg is probably not going to be here. He's with the weather changing, he's just a little under the weather, but he'll probably be back here tomorrow. What up, T-Dog? Hey there, Matty. Mr. Are You Fucking Serious? Man, the Colts is doing it big. I just picked up their defense for next week because they have to play my booty-ass Tennessee Titans. But I am going to enjoy seeing them lose to the Colts next week because I doubt, we beat the Titans got lucky and beat the Cardinals. That'll probably be our only win for the season. Because unlike the Browns, we don't have a defense. The Browns have a defense, and then they can get by off of that defense alone. Titans, they need Jesus. Yeah, Kanisha, it's just me. I don't know if Kenny's gonna be joining. I don't know if Mike gonna be joining. I just started it. Greg asked me could I run the show, so hey, I'm here. But yeah, let's get into this Andrade situation. Okay. Also, it is Louisville Beer Week here. Kind of a mid. I'll say that before we get into Andrade. Kind of a mid. Louisville Beer Week this year. Not really that many super awesome beers coming out, but what is coming out, I'm gonna make sure to get tomorrow. My favorite brewery here in town, Mile Wide. I'm wearing the hoodie. People think I work there, but I don't. I just enjoy wearing this hoodie. Yeah, they're coming out with one of my favorite IPAs, a milkshake IPA called Mr. Tasty. I cannot wait for that to come back. It's been gone for a few years, so I'll probably, as soon as I get off work, we'll rush over there, get it, probably enjoy a pint of that, buy a couple 4-packs of it, and then rush back here to do the pod. Let's see what other beers are coming out this week. Friday, it's either Friday or Saturday, but another brewery in town is coming out. Like, they're just going to release their whole offerings because they do bourbon, they do stuff overseas, they do sake, they do beer also. So they're showing off their whole offerings either Friday or Saturday. If it's Friday, that is where I'm going directly after work. It is going to be the equivalent of when you get the Monopoly card that says go directly to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Mine is going to be clock out of work, go directly to Against the Grain. Do not get on the bus. Just order an Uber, get there as fast as you can, and enjoy yourself. But yeah, let's get into this crazy ass Andrade situation. Oh yeah, I expect Pat McAfee. I expect all them to roast the Titans. As much as they try, nobody cares about the AFC South. We're the most forgotten division. Only I would like it's the Titans, the Jaguars, the Colts, and the Texans. Nobody cares about those. It's the most random division of all. Nobody cares about us. But let's get into Andrade. Andrade, I know I just clicked on it. There it is. So Andrade's AEW contract is now null and void. If you were unfamiliar, I'm gonna give you a brief. It's not even gonna be brief. This is what happened. He was fired from WWE. Fired for cause, as you can see in the banner. Oh, and who is this joining us? Oh, what up, Tito?
NWO is in the chat. What's going on?
I'm doing all right. How you been? What up, little mama?
Chilling, chilling. We here to hold it down with Matty Reigns, aka the King. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. You ain't missing nothing. I'm just getting into this situation with Andrade. So I was just
Oh,
giving him a brief.
that boy don't speak English.
Yeah, we was getting into the brief, giving him a brief recap. He got fired from WWE, and he didn't even wait. Oh, he basically took the weekend to clear his mind, and he showed up in AEW. Apparently, we have found out that WWE has invoked their no compete clause, in which it could be up to 1 year. So right now, his contract is null and void. He can't do anything. He can't. He can't. He can't get paid. He ain't getting paid to do anything. A lot of his appearances, since this is blown up, a lot of his appearances have been canceled now. Like it's been like, oh, I'm not showing up to this.
Yep.
So yeah, AEW.
Apparently,
Yeah,
apparently it
go
was
ahead.
TKO who enforced it.
Yeah, TKO. They because he didn't want to wait because he wanted to be Mr. He didn't want to wait and be impatient. If he had just waited a month, probably a week, maybe. No, he took the weekend and then showed up that Tuesday on AEW, and they're just like, nah, you doing too much. So
So
now,
you was just a catering. How the fuck you over there now?
basically, so now he can't do anything. Um, he's literally a sitting duck. AEW commentary and talent have been told not to mention him. So you can't talk. He's unsigned. It's like can't see him, can't talk about him. He made the joke on social media earlier today because somebody was over, well, if you can't wrestle, what you about to do? You got any other talents? And he was like, shoot, I'm about to start an OnlyFans. Yeah, you ain't got. You might as well. Somebody might want to see it.
Only Drade.
Only Andrade, like he has literally messed himself up with this situation,
Well,
and
supposedly, right? I was on the wrestle threads the other day and all that shit going down a little rabbit hole. Supposedly,
mm-hmm.
right? They talking about WWE. It's just rumors and all that shit. So don't take none of this serious. But supposedly WWE is enforcing this because they want to bring Edge back for Cena's last match. So they're gonna try to leverage it, talking about y'all want Andrade give us Edge for one night.
Yeah, they could be doing that, but I don't even see Edge coming back. Like if Edge comes back to WWE, it's gonna be because he's finally finished in AEW. He ain't got the wrestling out his system, and now he wants to be Edge. Because I know, like, and that's basically it about Andrade. Because I know there's been other rumors because people have been saying like, oh, Chris Jericho getting ready to come back to WWE.
Oh
He's
God, I
about to
hope
do it.
not.
He's about to do a retirement tour, and he's gonna get inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I think I saw something. It was either on Cage Side Seats or it could have been on Twitter, but they basically said, y'all ain't got to worry about him coming back. I mean, he's going to eventually come back, but the time he is, right, like he's off TV right now. He's supposed to be off TV. His contract, like everything that's supposed to be happening is supposed to be happening. Like everything that is happening is supposed to be happening. And he is, like, Tony Khan loves him. So apparently he's going to go back to AEW. Now, that doesn't like, I do see at some point in time, he's gonna show back up. All of them gonna show back up in WWE to get that Hall of Fame induction. They ain't gonna pass up that paycheck. It's
I
just
don't know.
not now. It's just not happening now. Like that's how I look at it as I always look at it like I think about Batista. Batista is technically in the Hall of Fame, but they men in blacked us because they were like, oh, Batista wants to delay it. He was announced for the Hall of Fame in like 2021 or something like that, and yeah, he ain't never gonna. I don't know when he's gonna finally be like, all right, I want to be inducted now. Like I don't know when that's gonna happen. But so yeah, that was everything about Andrade. Some more stuff to get into, some more little bit of news. This happened just as recently as this past Friday. We talked about it Thursday on the main show. We were talking about Jacob Fatu's supposed to be getting he's supposed to be out for the rest of the year, but they keep hyping up this match between him and Drew. If y'all didn't watch SmackDown this past week, y'all missed a good ass episode. Um, yeah, Jacob Fatu got written off. They went that whole 2 hours saying that Jacob Fatu and Drew was gonna happen up until Jacob Fatu got attacked by somebody we don't know. But when he showed up, when they rolled up on him, it was some teeth laying on the ground.
I know who it was. It was Naomi.
Who so and dude I follow on Twitter, I think his name Corey Hayes of Body Slam. He said because he was like, look at the clues that will tell you as to why Jacob is out. And I'm like, oh, it's teeth on the ground. And everybody's like, oh, he's getting new teeth. Apparently, yeah. So Jacob Fatu has been written off of TV. Per PWI Insider, he had to undergo recent dental surgery. Um, it's either he has undergone this dental surgery, because when me and Greg were talking about it, I said it's either he's already undergone this dental surgery and he's recovering, or he's getting ready to get it. And either way, he's been written off of TV. So we should be he should be he's either going to be coming back soon, like they're saying, should be back shortly. WWE hopes. If it's just recent, like something as the minor as what it looks like, he probably got done. Like we saw that his teeth got knocked out. He's probably had his grill redone. Um, they made it seem like he was having health issues, and as a result of his health issues, he had to get new teeth. I don't know what's going on. All that we know is the man gonna come back with a new grill. He gonna come back like Roman. That's what I always think about. Roman disappeared during COVID, and he came back with his shiny teeth, his shiny bright white teeth. That man had the chompers. So
Them shits was like a fresh, crispy white tea.
what up, Batty? What up, Batty? What up, good with you, girl? She said all his teeth he don't brush. I don't now. We don't know what it could have been. It could have been. Remember, he was locked up in jail, so it could just be a result of his prior life. We don't know what he like. We know he did a lot of stuff, so we don't know what he did in his prior life that could result in him to get like his teeth fixed.
And listen,
Now,
that dental shit is expensive. So he probably racked up them WWE checks and said, "Yeah, all right, now it's time to get the work done."
like as a person, like I don't go every 6 months. I go more than that. Like I go at least what 4 times a year. So basically every 3 months. Like I go a lot. Like my next appointment is in November. Oh, so yeah. I like as somebody I enjoy having dental insurance. I ain't gotta pay for that a lot of that shit. So I'm pretty sure Jacob is enjoying having insurance. If he ain't gotta pay for this stuff, cool. Because like Tito said, teeth teeth is some of the most expensive stuff in the world. Like it's ridiculous. So yeah, uh, he should be back shortly. We will see how shortly. Because right now, and this is a side note, we don't know what's about to happen in WWE. It's a lot of moving pieces happening right now. You got Seth. We're dealing with Seth Rollins' injury. Um, and this is part more news I saw just before, like as I was just kind of sitting at work chilling. K side says that and I don't know where they got their report from because I don't. I mean, I could look it up, but I'm not. It was on K side. Y'all see it. Seth Rollins is set to get shoulder surgery here soon. Data will not know the extent of what is in there, what's going on with his shoulder, until they go in there, until they cut that man open. So WWE is hoping that he can be back in time for WrestleMania. I think they are smoking crack. They're not going. That man is broken. Um, and then as part of just a little mini Raw preview, Adam Pearce did say he will be talking about Seth Rollins and the World Heavyweight Championship later tonight because, like it or not, Seth Rollins is actually injured, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Listen, that boy been hanging together by fucking tape, paper clips, and bubblegum. He needs to go rest. Go spend time with his daughter.
Right. I'm responding to a text. There we go. So let's get into. So yeah, Seth needs. It's not even like he's injury prone. That part of the match, I sat up here and was like, I don't know why he did that, but yeah, his shoulder is fucked up as a result of it. Also, a little bit more news. WWE got dragged through the mud after it was revealed that they are using AI to help with their storytelling. WWE has stated that AI is just used to get the ball rolling in most cases. I looked into this a little bit more. Um, Apparently, because the big story over the weekend was they tried to do something with AI, and yeah, yes, Batty, yeah, he's out. His shoulder is done. They don't use AI on the stories. That's all Triple H. There was a rumor that they tried to use AI to do something, and it was suggesting to have Bobby Lashley fight somebody, and it's like I kind of believe that, but I kind of don't. But apparently, per a recent report, and I know we don't like to trust Uncle Dave Meltzer, but per Dave Meltzer, he claimed, a new report. This is not Dave Meltzer. This is from Fightful Select. Fightful Select says that the guy that they hired, this new guy they hired as senior director of creative strategy, specifically to lead a transition towards AI-based storytelling. Per Fightful Select, they said that guy, the intentions for AI are it's a complete 180. It's not for storylines, it's not for storytelling or anything of that sort. They're saying his focus is primarily on using AI in production elements, and to make the production more efficient. So they're not trying to have AI write storylines. That is Triple H and all the other writers um, that are. If it sucks, that's human. That is all human. It says, yeah, the WWE, per their report, it says the WWE creative team is of the impression the new hires being brought in to find ways to help use AI to remove background noise of shots or organize files quickly or work on production elements as opposed to creative storylines. This suggests this suggests that AI tools will be used to streamline tasks like video editing, asset management, rather than replacing human writers.
Yeah, I mean, not for nothing. If writing is the issue, if writing is the issue, as they say, right, they need to diversify that group because, as we seen in that Netflix show from the behind the scenes, there's not too many people of color in that writers' room.
I don't
So
even I didn't even watch that show.
What they need
Like,
to do, they need to hire actual people who are fans of the products, actual people, not these random ass writers that they get that they don't know who a John Cena is because they know he just came from wrestling. They got to know John Cena's whole career. They got to know Triple H's whole career. They got to know Seth and CM Punk and all these other dudes. They got to be fans
nah,
of your product.
we don't need me writing. You don't need somebody like me writing. You just need to have, because I said it in the chat. The bad part about, like, I don't think the writing is necessarily bad. I just think it's in a down period. But I honestly feel like a lot of stuff is just in the down period. It's just because we have so much content at our fingertips. There is no down period. Everything has to be up. There is no chance for anything to go down. Like take NXT for example. They're like, I'm pretty sure tomorrow's episode is probably going to be booty meat, but they're going to make some. They're going to find some way. They have the roller coaster a lot for WWE because everybody is we fantasy book it to our liking so much that it always has to be up. It's always up. It never meets our standards because we fantasy book everything. We get mad when it doesn't come to our fantasy booking. That's part of the reason a lot of us fantasy book stuff, me included, and when it doesn't happen, we get mad. And then we like, oh, this writing sucks. No, the writing, you saying it sucks because what you wanted to happen didn't happen. I go through that watching General Hospital. I think General Hospital is in a down period right now. But I'm watching. I'm just watching. I'm just like, hey, it's gonna get good at some point. With these writers, I like the problem is like they could have a super mega fan, they could have a Tony Khan writing for them. It's like this bad thing with everything with these writers is more writers, like the writers that are coming in, they don't have to have, I don't need you to have a working knowledge. You can learn wrestling while you are working there. You can learn while you're on the job. You can learn the people you're dealing with. It's just that nothing is really that creative. Like, I don't know, like from what I've been like reading about backstage, they reshuffled SmackDown. I think they got like Road Dogg and a whole bunch of other people writing SmackDown now. I don't know what Triple H writes anymore. I know HBK writes NXT. I just feel like it's Triple H is, I don't know if Triple H is having writer's block. It's not necessarily bad. It's just uberly predictable. It's like they're having to drag out storylines that don't necessarily need to be dragged out. It's as if we have Vince McMahon. It's like Vince is still hanging over it for some reason. Like we have it's certain moments. Like right now is this moment. It's like is Vince writing this shit because it's not really it's entertaining, but it's not really like captivating. NXT on the other hand is it's a roller coaster. It can have its down periods, but it's also developmental. Um, I don't know. I don't know how they can improve the writing. Triple H, I know it's not just Triple H. I'm pretty sure it's Triple H, Road Dogg, HBK. Well, not HBK because I said this last week. This is another big problem they don't have. There's no type of synergy within the brands. Nobody is on the same page, and I don't. They were, but now the way they like to introduce people from NXT to the main roster and then bringing them back to NXT, you don't necessarily have to get called up anymore. You just get introduced to the audience. Because take Javon for example. When Javon eventually gets called up to the main roster, yeah, he'll be on the he'll be called up to the main roster. But they're going to say, hey, remember all those a few years back? Remember a year ago when he was fighting Sammy for the U.S. Championship? This isn't his first time on SmackDown. That's what they're going to say. Now, if he shows up on Raw, then they're going to say, oh, he's making his Monday Night Raw debut because he ain't been on Raw yet. But so yeah, I don't know. It's just a different. It's weird with writing. I don't even try to bash it. I'm gonna watch it regardless. I'll just look at it as okay. This is the stuff that sets up the story. This is the lettuce. This is the bread. This is the dressings on the burger. You don't really care about that. You want the burger. You want pause the meat. That's you here for the burger. You ain't here for the lettuce. You ain't here for the tomato and the onion. You want the burger.
Here for the bacon cheeseburger, extra
Right,
bacon.
like you want right. You here for the bacon and the cheeseburger. And the only you just giving a damn about the bread because you just don't want a patty and bacon. You want at least a sandwich. But you don't give a damn about them dressings. You don't give a damn about no the ketchup and all that. You just want what you want. You want what you're paying for. You want bacon, cheese, burger. You don't care about you want less? No. Fuck all that. And that's what some of this stuff is. It's the stuff that we have to sit through that sets us up for the big and now is the way we're all set up because everything is ready made. Ain't nobody got time for that no more. Nobody wants to sit through the setup. Nobody wants to sit through the setup of a storyline. That's why Kenny calls Javon a loser. He's ready to see Javon win. I mean, we already see Javon win. But essentially, he's tired of the setup. Let him win already. That's basically what Kenny is saying with that. But let's get into. Let me see. Oh, respond to the text. Oh, okay. All right, let's get into good old Wrestle Dream. Now, y'all, I ain't watched this whole show, and I didn't expect to watch this whole show. We're gonna talk about the big parts. So, Mercedes Moné, she pissed a lot of people off on Saturday because she went and won title number 11. She won the interim. She beat Mina Shirakawa. She beat her and won the Ring of Honor interim TV title. Y'all know how we feel about these interim titles. Shit is stupid. It's not UFC. Excuse me. Also, I am drinking the last of my case of West Coast IPAs that I bought in August. As we refill up on beer. So yeah, she won that 11 title. People was like, why do you give her an 11 title? Well, they decided to piss you off even more because the next day on Sunday night, I shared it in our chat. I think it was either Saturday or Sunday night. One of those, yeah, Sunday night. She ended up winning some Winnipeg Pro Wrestling's women's championship or something. So she has 12 titles now. Mercedes Moné, 12 belts Moné. She has broken the record for the most
Listen,
titles held. She out here
I'm
looking like Ultimo Dragon now.
I'm about to invite her to the pod so she could win the predictions championship.
Shoot, you get Mercedes Moné to show up, I will give her my Intercontinental Championship as the only Intercontinental Champion. I'll be like, here you go. There's a belt you can't lose. There's a belt you can't lose. But yeah, Wrestle Dream. The funniest thing that happened during the show is as they were going into the main card, you still see Speedball, Jet Speed fighting in the ring as the pyro was going off. That was funny as hell. But so yeah, we had Mina Shirakawa. Mina Shirakawa. She lost her Ring of Honor TV title to Mercedes Moné. We also saw Okada drop Konosuke Takeshita in the middle of that tag title match because, of course, he wasn't there to win. He wasn't there to win no championship. He was there to fuck him over. He didn't give a damn about no tag titles. That's essentially what he said. I don't give a fuck about these tag titles. So now Bandito to challenge Okada for the Unified Championship on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. The Ops also turn heel. That was the shocker for me to see that the Ops turn heel after Hangman retained the title. Let me get to that because I wasn't keeping up with the show whatsoever. I just happened to get on Twitter and saw that, and I was like, yo, what is going on? Let me get to this. Also, a great bravo to Tony Khan for another match that he did great booking for it. He's done great writing for it, obviously too. So that's Okada no. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Adam Page retains, hits the buckshot right after the match. Post match, Hangman holds the title up as Shibata and Powerhouse Hobbs, my boy Powerhouse Hobbs, hit the ring. They give Hangman and Joe shake hands, embrace, and right when Samoa Joe raises Hangman's hand, bop, knocks his ass out with a lariat, and then Shibata and Hobbs just start beating his ass. So the Ops have finally turned heel. I just find this funny. They are heel, and now Hook is probably like, "I told you, I told you I couldn't trust these people. Y'all didn't want to believe me." But look, like, yeah. So now we got the Ops, the heel Ops. I like it. That's the only thing that's gonna make sense. Um. Also, coincidentally enough, Samoa Joe said that he is probably gonna retire soon. And AEW was like, your contract is not up until 2027, player. Yes, Batty, she got 12. Too much.
Listen, Mercedes is on a world tour. Like I said in our chat, right? They just gonna end up setting up a pay per view. I got the names ready. All right, Tony, if you listening, contact me. Monet in the bank, Monet in your house. 15,
Yeah.
15 match pay per view where she defends all the belts. Tony, book it.
He could essentially make, he could really make a whole TV special based off of her making a couple title defenses in one night. He could really make that instead of Battle of the Belts. It could be Battle of the Monet. Like something. It could be any one of them names you put. It could be any of that. Because at this point, you can make a whole show. You can have her defend at the beginning of the show. You can put some bullshit on for a couple matches in the middle. You can have her defend at the end of the show. She can defend one of them other titles, and then defend. She can defend the Ring of Honor at the beginning. She can defend the TBS at the beginning. She can defend the Maddie because I don't know all the rest of them names, them other booty ass belts. She can literally be she can be 3 matches on one show if y'all really want to. But so yeah, we got heel ops now. I'm loving that. The match that pissed a lot of people off. And I don't blame them. I see it from both sides because I I don't have no kids. I ain't got no kids. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever. This I quit match. We went into it. Well, we went into the weekend not knowing that it was going to be the main event. Come to find out, revealed before the show, it was going to be the main event. Which a lot of us was like, oh, that means this is going to go crazy. They're going to be doing a lot of crazy stuff. There was a spot in which Darby, I don't know if it's John Moxley trying to drown Darby or Darby trying to drown John Moxley, but whichever way it was,
Yeah, it was
this
Mox trying to drown Darby.
okay, but whatever happened, this lady who worked, I don't know if she still works for AEW or used to work for AEW, but she went above and beyond crazy, and it reminded me back when I started watching wrestling when the basically they did a spoof on them. Vince McMahon ended up doing a spoof on the parents against wrestling and violence on TV. Basically, his spoof on them was Right to Censor. If you remember, like if you're been a wrestling fan for a long time, if you remember Right to Censor, they came out in all white, wearing black ties, and they had Stevie Richards. He became Steven Richards. They had the Godfather. he stopped being a pimp and he joined Right to Censor and became the good father. They had Val Venus. He stopped being a porn star. He became Sean Morley. It's like, oh, what is? And they basically said we preach the virtues of being good and clean, good, clean fun. And that's basically what this lady was like. What type of show is this? Be having like if this is the alternative, you got two dudes trying to kill each other on here. One dude is trying to drown the other one. You have nothing on here that says don't try this at home. Me, like I said, I don't care. I don't care. I don't even think about that. Now, my other friend named Jeremy, Bossman, he was like he brought this up in another chat of ours. He has a bunch of kids. He has a lot of kids. So he's like, I understand where this lady is coming from. When you shared the Tito, I was like, okay, I never really thought of that. Because the only thing I thought of, because people was like, why are they showing this type of stuff? That's something that kids are definitely going to try and mimic. And it's way more dangerous than trying to do a wrestling move because more often than not, kids take like when they little babies, they could take a bath together. Now if that little kid and seen AEW, he might try and kill his little sibling. So I can see that. See why parents are getting pissed off. That piece of cutter shit.
Yeah,
And then it went
but
to a Domino's commercial.
it's like Brody's wife said, Amanda Huber, she started going
Mm-hmm.
off. She was like, yo, like it was the main event. It was on at 12 o'clock. I know where my kids were. They were sleeping. My kids ain't up at 12 o'clock on a what was it, Sunday or Saturday pay-per-view?
It was a Saturday. It was basically Sunday morning. Your kids
Yeah,
should not
yeah.
be
She
up
goes,
at
my kids
Sunday
wasn't up
morning.
on Sunday because they got school the next day. And she goes, and plus, you got to know what you're consuming. Everybody knows Moxley is bleeding every match.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Darby is doing something crazy. Whether he's falling off the ladder through glass, he's getting dragged in a body bag. They're throwing him down some concrete stairs from the stadium. They know it's gonna be something brutal.
And people like that like it's AEW. Because when Boss Man, like when our other friend Jeremy brought it up, I okay, Milo just shared some news for Raw, but let me put what because I don't even remember what I basically said because it was like yeah, it's one of the moments where you say it and it's just like boom, that's fresh. Because he's like, what the hell are they doing? Who makes the decisions? And I just left it. I just said it like this. I said more than likely it's probably just Tony Khan, maybe Mr. Fiend, Brian Danielson, but like it was early in the morning, and honestly I was thinking about it like this. I don't even think they think about kids. They don't think about being family friendly, kids, all that sort of stuff. As much as they say that they're the alternative.
I
They just
mean,
said,
I
"Hey,
mean,
we're the alternative to
think
WWE."
about that kid who was flipping off Jericho in the crowd.
Like they're like they have never they have their little community stuff like AEW cares and all that sort of stuff, but there has never been a moment in the history of AEW when I'm like, yeah, AEW is the family friendly product or like don't try this at home. I've never thought about them like that. I've never thought of it because it's
I mean,
just
you got
like,
certain people that might be like on the roster that you be like, oh yeah, the kids like them,
yeah,
like
but
Willow, when Dan
they
Housen.
yeah, they have people that the kids will love, but and then like that. That's a great point. They have people that the kids will love, but they don't have like nothing that'll be like, oh, this is for kids. What up, Kenny?
What's going on? What's going on? What up,
Nothing, bro.
UCR? What up, Tito? What up, Kanisha? What up, Cookies? What up, Patty?
What up, Sue?
Nothing much. We just sitting up
Woo!
here talking about that whole spot from the I Quit match and the drowning and that lady going overboard. And it's just saying, I like, because Boss Man, he brought it up too in the admin chat, like, what is going on? And all I said was, I just look at it like this, like AEW has never, like, all they say is they're the alternative. They ain't say they are family friendly. Like that has never crossed my mind with AEW.
The fact that since day one they've been allowed to say shit, ass, and bitch, let you know from jump they ain't been family friendly.
Right.
Day one they've been cursing. So yeah.
So I don't blame Amanda Huber for clapping back at that lady. Like, first of all, it's midnight. It's Sunday morning. Your child shouldn't be up watching this. Like, what
Facts. Facts. Like on some real shit, like I understand wrestling technically is supposed to be a family sport, family oriented, but midnight or not, even when I was young, WrestleMania stayed on till 11. Guess what? My ass was in bed at 10. I had to find out the next morning from my parents what the fuck happened.
Or it was like, or as soon as it go off, you getting your butt in the bed.
Right. Like, it depended upon what day of the week. Since that shit was on a Sunday, I was guaranteed to miss half of it because my ass was in the bath with the shower, washing up during it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but AEW family friendly? Yeah, I think fuck not.
Oh shit. Joining us, my Cincinnati brethren, Mike Champa. What up, Mike?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Throw them up. What's up, my brother? Sorry I'm late.
Oh, you all right?
It's been a long
Nigga, I
ass
just got
Monday.
here.
Right. Because
Right.
you know where she was at yesterday? 8 o'clock. She was in bed.
Oh,
Oh,
8 o'clock.
hi,
She was in bed.
mama. Hi,
what's up,
mama.
baby girl?
For those of you that don't know, that's the official UTR, baby.
Yep.
that is Miss Cassidy.
Yep.
But yeah, the one thing I gotta complain about with that I Quit match is
Yeah, go ahead, because we got time to kill. We only 47 minutes in.
my biggest complaint about that I Quit match is Mox. The fact that Mox refuses to put any new or younger talent over is becoming ridiculous. He's becoming a disgruntled old man of AEW. Like, this whole feud has been him and Darby with fire, him choking out Darby, him putting Darby in the body bag. But Sting and a Scorpion Deathlock?
That shit made, as much as I love Sting, but because a lot of people, how did y'all like, I didn't watch the match, but I heard everybody like, this match sucked. What is up with this match?
It wasn't, I'm being honest, it wasn't what you expected with all the hype that they made. And from what you know of how like brutal AEW matches can be, this shit was a old school WWE no holds bar match.
Yeah,
Like,
and come to find out, one of the podcasts I listened to, because even they were like, I don't know what was up with this match. AEW, y'all don't need to go back to Missouri. Come to find out, the Missouri Athletic Commission, they don't play with that blatant.
yeah.
So that's why the match was ass. That's why it sucked.
Yeah. You know what? There it goes. Because to Kenny's point, I was expecting this to be one of the most brutal matches I've ever seen in my life. Like I was literally preparing myself to watch an ungodly amount of brutality, and
I predicted
that makes all the sense.
I put it to you this way.
To get hung.
Yo,
not drowned, hung.
Listen, I'll put it to you this way. We were more grossed out by Randy Orton putting the screwdriver in Jeff Hardy's ear than this match. Which shouldn't be the case.
Like when y'all said Sting showed up, I was like, why is Sting?
What up, Kanisha?
There.
What up, Batty?
Why is Sting here?
Right. Because I was watching that match.
I wish I had John Moxley losing by getting the same way he lost to Hangman. Hangman hung him essentially.
It was an attempted hanging,
right?
But only for a few moments. So Matt was partially right.
Listen,
it's like
no, go ahead, fellas. I'm sorry.
And I was just saying, like, that match, it was so disappointing. And plus, even with the brutality that they had, it was only one sided. Like Darby
Yeah,
hardly did
having
anything brutal to Mox.
yeah, like
Darby got his
this,
ass kicked for a good 20 minutes of that fucking match for no fucking reason. Like
like
no
that
offense, no
whole
nothing.
like just reading through that match, I'm just like, this this isn't good. Why? Like Tony Khan, when you book these places, you need to get the lowdown on everything they allow, because
Yep.
that did not allow y'all to be AEW. And for that
Not
lady
at
to be
all.
complaining about that, oh lady, you ain't seen nothing, because that wasn't nothing. I didn't even
That
watch it.
was
I saw it on
shit.
Twitter. That wasn't nothing.
We've
Like
seen
That
that.
we've seen worse matches on a regular Wednesday night than that fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah.
like you getting mad over them. Like now, like once I said that they couldn't cut each other, they couldn't bleed. No wonder he had to put his head in some water.
Yeah. And like I said, I was like, wait a minute. He's quitting off of a Scorpion Deathlock? Really? A Scorpion Deathlock.
Like what
That's
in the
what made Moxley quit?
what in the 1990 WCW is this?
Right.
And it wasn't
But
even like it was a Scorpion Deathlock with something wrapped around him or nothing. It was a regular ass Scorpion
Yeah,
Deathlock,
I
bro.
saw that ending. I was like, that. This was just a match. This was no I quit
it
match.
was.
This was just a match.
It
This
was
was
a regular
legit.
match with a penta
What up,
violence.
Naya?
What up,
This is
Naya?
this is what happens when I first walk in. I get to sniff down as if I was out cheating, touching other dogs.
She just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I
Like,
get, as if I was out there
Down
doing something.
from head to
But
toe.
right, making sure I
yeah,
wasn't out there sniffing other chicks, dogs.
like I don't understand. Yeah, that whole like I'm not gonna even bother going back to watch Wrestle Dream, because a lot of that show, just looking at it, I just see it and I'm like, skip this was not a show. Like aside from match of the night, in my opinion, I didn't even watch the show. But match of the night is definitely Tony Storm versus Chris Statlander. And
Without a doubt.
shout out to Tony Khan for having, like, this is what pisses me off with Tony Khan. This man had the wherewithal and knowledge to be like, you know what? I'm gonna keep Tony Storm and Chris Statlander separated. I don't want them to ever fight each other. And then he shocked us with her winning, and then he gave us the one-on-one match. Like until I saw that in the news, I was like, I never noticed this whole time that he had literally kept them separated and never crossed paths until this year. But then he does stupid shit like book a match, like I quit match at a place that don't even want people to bleed.
Like, no, I'm disappointed because the majority of AEW's pay-per-views are good. Like they always put on a good ass show. Yeah, is it 20 hours long? Yes. But like I've always said, you're going to get to 20 hours worth. It's always either good to great.
Give you your money's worth for $40.
Yep. And the show that either range from good to great. This show was not good. It was not good. Like it was matches that I'm sure there were good matches, but I'm like, I don't care about it. Even with even the aforementioned Stat versus Tony Storm match, I didn't care about that match.
Yeah,
I didn't care about it.
And honestly, and Mike, I'm gonna hit the nail on the head. You're gonna agree with me. It was Saturday. The last thing I was fucking thinking about was some fucking AEW or even WWE. We were in the middle of what was quintessentially had been told to us essentially from like week 2 or 3. Oh shoot, y'all. October 18th. Oh yeah, don't do nothing that day because college football going crazy. I don't give a fuck about no damn wrestling, because you had Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, every college football game. No, that was good was on.
Yeah,
and
you had a bunch of
I don't want to
powerhouses
watch
on.
this. It's like I don't want to watch wrestling.
Yeah, you
I
had
don't want to watch
Tennessee.
wrestling.
You had Tennessee, Alabama. You had Georgia playing, Ole Miss. You had
Yeah.
USC, Notre Dame. It's like it's too many games going on at this 8 o'clock hour for me to keep up with some goddamn wrestling. Like y'all, like Tony Khan again. Why stop a good thing? When you had those pay-per-views on early on Saturday afternoon, that was the perfect time. Because guess what? The Ohio State play at 3:30? Yes. But that game was a sparring match, okay? That was practice. They whipped Wisconsin's ass. I could have gone back and forth watching Ohio State and Wrestle Dream.
Man, because I went
Like,
out and drank. I went out and pre-gamed before Ohio. I came back to Ohio State. Like I missed my whole cover photo. Yeah, I ain't watched that in real time. I saw that on Twitter, baby, because I was on my way back home. I ain't see
yeah,
Cardell
like
Tate make that catch.
I did, and I jumped up my damn couch. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, like Tony Khan, you gotta read the room, brother. You was having success with those. Oh god. Yeah,
Yes, they
yeah,
unfortunately.
they beat the command out of the commandos. Just
Eh,
there.
eh, Mike, coincidentally enough, this dude that I see sometimes at the brewery, he is a Commanders fan. Now you know me with fantasy. Once you get on my team, I'm stalking you. And you my quarterback, Jaden. Oh, I'm about to be a Commanders fan now. Just like when Kyler was my quarterback, I was a Cardinals fan. And when Peyton was my quarterback, I was a Broncos fan. So I'm sitting there, he's like, yo, are you a Commanders fan? I'm like, oh nah, I'm just a big fan of Jaden. I like Jaden Daniels. Shout out his mama. His mama fine though.
Yes, sir.
Everybody be like, I don't like his mama. Everybody be like, I don't like his mama. I'm like, I like his
Shit.
mama. His mama fine. His mama look good.
But yeah, Tony Khan, brother, I think you need to go ahead and make that 3:30 spot yours.
They
Like,
really could capitalize on that, like that, because especially, I honestly feel like they're gonna get their ass kicked right now. Wait till college basketball start up. Once like get to December, I bet you that shit'll be back on at Saturday at 3:30 in the afternoon. They'll fight. They'll fight against some college basketball. They ain't gonna fight
yeah,
against some college football. They know they
like
losing.
exactly. They know that football is king in the U.S. of A. Baby.
Right.
Like you can. There ain't nobody checking on college basketball like that. I know I ain't. Look, I know
Uh,
what they trying to tell me. I'm hearing through the grapevine that UC basketball is supposed to be good. I gotta see it to believe it.
and it's like 40,000 games. We will be all right. Like
Right.
I can skip game 4 of 32 to watch AEW. I'm not about to skip game 4 of 12 to
Right.
skip
Right.
AEW.
Right.
Hey, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all think I'm about to skip a football game to watch
Or
y'all?
right. I would say Tony Khan keep that 3:30 that 3 o'clock slot. Wow. Keep that 3 o'clock slot until the end of football season. Then you can get back to the Saturday night and the Sunday night pay-per-views. Once football season starts,
Yeah,
you're going up against the NBA, and you got a far better chance of going up against the NBA in college basketball than you do the NFL and college football.
sure
So,
do. He got a way better chance.
like WWE, let WWE deal with that shit. Let them deal with going up against the NFL and college football. That 3 o'clock slot is perfect because 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, most of us are they either came back from brunch or we ain't doing shit until that Saturday evening. So you're gonna
Man,
have people right there, most likely at home for that 3 to 7 range. So continue to capitalize on that. I'm telling you, especially like I said, and until football season's over with in February, then you can work your way back to that 8 o'clock slot. Like I said,
mm-hmm.
I'd rather you go up against LeBron versus Steph than going up against Alabama versus LSU or whoever.
And they have a great chance at doing that now because TNT ain't got no NBA because tomorrow starts the season. And this week basically starts the beginning of the new era of Inside the NBA on ESPN. All TNT has done to replace all that is get Big 12. Football, basketball, like you can see Cincinnati on Max. You ain't gonna see LeBron. You might see a commercial with LeBron on it. So, like, I could definitely see them being like, hey, you ain't got nothing else to do. Here's a lead in from Big 12. Here y'all go. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this AEW stuff after this while this basketball game. Because we can't. We used to be after the basketball game. Now we're against the basketball game. And not everybody. Like, if it's a blowout, you might be like, let me see what this wrestling talking about.
And the great thing is, to Matt's earlier point, you rather go up. You can skip game 4 of 81 games or whatever, 82 games in basketball in the NBA. And another thing that works in AW's favor, the NBA on NBC. So you ain't got to worry about really getting kicked off of Turner, off of TNT. Because now that shit is on ESPN and NBC now. Peacock.
Y'all can stream side by side. Y'all can stream side by side with somebody. Like, I'm watching Peacock. I'm watching Peacock on this. I'm watching AEW on that. I'm watching ESPN on this. You can be watching. You got eyeball. Somebody is gonna do it. Like they don't care. They gonna be like, I want to watch all 3. Hey, you can do that because they don't care. They do not care. Let's get into this Raw preview for tonight. It's a bunch of title matches for NWO. First match of the least important titles. We gonna have Dragon Lee and AJ Styles, who has already said he's retiring next year. They are gonna challenge for the World Tag Titles against AJ Styles against Judgment Day, Finn and JD. So we'll see if they beat them. We're going to have Stephanie Recur in non-title action taking on Roxanne Perez of the Judgment Day. Roxy, you're going to get your ass on the bench. We're going to have Dominic defending the Intercontinental Championship, the greatest Mysterio of all time. Against Rusev one more time.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
And is because she gave us a -4, Becky Lynch will be defending the Women's IC Championship against Maxine Dupree. Thank you for these points, Adam Pierce. Thank you for these points.
All head ass finally did something right. Making up for those.
And as broken by Mongo as of 6:44, he said they are going. It hasn't been announced yet, but this tells you, this is to my point. Oh yeah, they have already said Seth Rollins is slated for shoulder surgery. They don't know. They will not know the damage until they cut him open. That's bad.
That's very bad. Because normally you get a diagnosis after the MRI. The fact that they got to wait until they actually cut him open to see the actual damage, that shoulder is fucked.
And WWE talking about they hoping he's back by WrestleMania. He ain't coming back by no WrestleMania.
We're not gonna see that man until this time next year.
Yeah. And so Greg says they haven't announced it yet or anything. So they are going to be doing a battle royal tonight. They're going to do a battle royal tonight to figure out Punk's opponent for the belt.
I know one thing that I bet you one spot they're not going to do anymore. That stupid ass coast to coast flying headbutt.
Me and you was watching that match live, and we both said, "What the fuck? Why did we do this? What was the point of that?
What was the point?" Now Seth done tore his shoulder off the damn bone. Doing that stupid ass shit.
That was because when he got up there, my whole thought of I'm like, you don't have the knee capability to do that. So I don't know what you're about to do. And then it looked like he hit the wrong, like somebody hit the wrong button. He like, what the shit was that? He did a diving head, but I was like, it looked like somebody hit. They meant to hit square and they hit triangle.
I don't hear anybody say that, but they accidentally pressed.
And I was just looking like that was not no diving head, but that was what?
That was a diving what the fuck?
And then it was like he's hurt. I was like, he should be hurt. That's what his stupid ass did.
Like did nobody tell him to go from turnbuckle to turnbuckle head first? Like that motherfucker glitched midair. Like
I'm like, Seth, what are you about to do? Like as a shield mark, I know you don't have the knee capabilities to do that. And I'm over here thinking like he one of my one of my old wrestling toys or something. I'm like, if this was me, I'd be like, he'd be on the rope, he'd be like this. I'm like, that's what he need to do. I'm like, he go Undertaker on the rope and then curve stop Cody. That'd be sweet. I'm like, no. Why did you do?
Listen, Seth is in the same category as Matt and I. We are both in our 30s. At some point, your body just says, fuck that. And his body was saying that mid-air. Fuck that. Bow. Pull his fucking shoulder off the bone.
I was like, you did a diving headbutt. And then you tore your shoulder up. Like, he tore his shoulder up. I'm not shocked because all he did was crunch.
And you landed right on your goddamn shoulder. Like, what the hell did you land?
Like, about something, we got to cut you open to see how bad it is because your dumb ass did something stupid.
Destroyed your damn shoulder being a dumbass.
Becky tore your ass up with you. They were like, oh, you're hurt. Like,
I wouldn't blame her. I wouldn't blame her. She should have cussed his dumb ass out.
Now I gotta take care of you and I gotta take care of the baby and you now. Because you don't know how told you that move was fucking stupid. You don't want to listen. And Becky was right. Yeah, Rebecca was right. Sal was right. You was right. Yeah, say it louder. I was right.
It's like Kobe, you're putting 40 is not that far away from you, brother, and you doing stupid ass shit like that. You said that shit for WrestleMania, not for Crown Jewel.
Right. That's what was pissing me off. I'm like, I already know you gonna win because you haven't beat Cody at all. So when he did that, I was like, you didn't even have to do all that. You could have just like do a super curve stomp.
You know what that reminds me of, Matt? It reminds me of my Bengals. Zach Taylor never he always ended up 0-2. We started 2-0, but what did we sacrifice? A Joe Burrow big toe. Seth never beat Cody, but what did he have to sacrifice? His fucking shoulder.
Right. Yeah,
he's like, you got the job done. You got a job done, but at an extraordinary cost. Stupid motherfucker.
Just stupid. Like, it's like, I love Seth. He's like, as much as I love the Shield, like Seth, it's always been like Seth and Roman, 1A, 1B. At every time, but it's always me in a Seth something, something, because this motherfucker always broken. Like, you go on Twitter right now and people we still reminisce about, hey, remember when Seth had two good knees? Like Shield Seth, or the first beginning after he left the Shield, because after he fucked that knee up, he was not the same. Because that dude, I love the one moment I always think about that Seth, where I was just like, yo, this dude is the truth. Where it was him and Luke Harper, and he's getting ready to like German him, and Seth just does a whoopty flippy shit and lands on his feet. I'm just like, How did you do that? How did you do that? What?
Yeah,
You can only do
you
that
see
if
the
you have two good knees.
yeah you see the difference back then. How did you do that? Now, why did you do that? That's the biggest difference between
Right now
20
it's like,
years
hold up
ago.
now.
and
Hold up now. What you
it's
doing?
like it's like Batty said. He got in his own head about being better than Cody. Man looked like somebody not knowing what to do when they jumped off the top board.
Man, because it's like, bruh. Because I was like, me and Mike was invested in that match. And then it's like, oh, okay, he getting up here on the top row. What he about to do? He gonna do a frog splash? Okay, Cody over in the corner. You can't do. I know you ain't about to do what I think you about to do because you can't do that. So what are you about to do, Glitch?
Right.
What the fuck was that? Oh my nigga, Michael Cole. Oh my god! It was like, no, that shit. No, you fucked up. Something is messed up on you now, sir. They're like, Seth Rollins is now injured.
I wonder fucking why.
Like, I wonder why.
It's
So
like
yeah.
it's like our moms always told us when we were kids, when we were too old to do something. You're too goddamn old, Seth. You're too goddamn old to be doing shit like that.
Like you've been getting your shit off doing that frog splash. You can't do the Phoenix splash no more. So yeah, you just been doing your curve stops and your Phoenix and your frog splashes. Now
Mm-hmm.
you gonna really have to be out here. You ain't gonna be able to do. Well, you got a fucked up shoulder now. So yeah, that frog splash gonna be on hold. So now you like Seth, you're essentially, unfortunately, transforming yourself into Triple H. Cause Triple H ain't never had no high flying move. And you
Straight ground and
already
pound,
do,
baby.
and never forget when they tried to have Seth do the pedigree. And he
Oh
still
yeah,
uses it, but they always try
yeah.
to blind. They don't never go back to the lore of why he uses the pedigree. I'm like, bitch, he was using the
Mm-hmm.
pedigree because he was Triple H's son, essentially.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why he was using the pedigree. And then they were like, oh, you can't use the curb stomp anymore because it's not kid friendly because kids are going to try and stomp each other.
yeah.
No.
Kids are stupid.
It was like, he don't look right doing the pedigree, though, but he still uses it.
I know what's gonna happen. Seth gonna show up next year looking like Randy. Like, oh my God, Seth is about 280 pounds. He only doing power moves now. You can be like, God, we're gonna see fat Seth for the first time.
Seth gonna show up with no neck.
Uh-huh. Fat as
Like,
hell, buff as hell, doing nothing but power moves because he
I'm gonna be
can't climb
like,
the top rope no more.
as soon as he show up, that's when Becky gonna be like, I'm pregnant. I'm gonna be like, I see why. He
Mm-hmm.
like, dang, he shot the club up. Oh yeah, Batty remembers. Yeah, Seth had like 15 different fucking finishers back then because they were like, he
Mm-hmm.
can't do the curve stomp. I was like, let this boy just do the curve stomp. When he did
Right.
bring the curve stomp back, he brought it back on Finn, unfortunately. While I was watching, I was like, yes, he did it. Why'd you do it to Finn, though? Why Finn gotta die? But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Let's get on out of here. Y'all, thank y'all for joining us. If y'all like what y'all was watching, be sure to follow us at facebook.com/under the ring, twitch.tv/under the ring. I'm over here. There we go. Both of them. Boom and boom. There we go. Also, follow our link tree /under the ring and our fingertip, just the tip at Under the Ring Pod. You can see us tomorrow, but also at those that link, we got our individual handles. You can catch Greg at Greg Bush SK on Twitter/X and just at Greg Bush on Blue Sky. Freaky. We got our boy Kenny Rock Ribs 44. We got our boy Mr. Main Event Mike Chomper, Mr. Freshbeard. You got me, the OTC. I got all the belts, all that other good stuff. At the right
Yeah.
answer. We got we got Tito, our street team captain, two-time daddy at Boreal Maliente, and we got Bulldog in Gators clothing. They fired Billy Napier, so they might be hiring Justin.
They're about to say Justin about to be the head coach.
Justin was out here putting my name in to be Titans head coach. Hired Justin B. Baxley to be the next Gators head coach, y'all. Batty, yeah. Good night, Kanisha.
Night, Kanisha.
Good night, Batty.
Night, Batty.
See y'all tomorrow. But nonetheless, be safe. And whatever y'all do, you know I ain't gonna forget it. There it is. Y'all, take a load off. Watch you some football. Watch you some wrestling. But most importantly, do the damn dime. Peace out, Patty.
Hey.
Peace out, Kanisha.
Do the dime, y'all. Have a great night. Do the dime, y'all. Have a great night. Watch the football. Watch the wrestling. Watch the
See y'all
football.
tomorrow.
Watch the wrestling. See y'all tomorrow.